ready to make your first start potentially for Phoenix tomorrow?
I'm not sure yet. We haven't found out the squad, but yeah, really excited. Obviously been building minutes nicely over the last couple of weeks, and yeah, hopefully might pick up the first start, and whatever I can do to help the team, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, obviously lost last weekend. Probably the first time this season this team sort of had a disappointing week. It's kind of week where I assume Paul's looking to leaders like yourself to sort of help in terms of the response. How have you sort of seen the players react this week?
I think it's been really good. I think you've seen in training we're really competitive. There's a bit of fire in the belly. I think obviously we know we didn't play as well as we would have liked to. I don't think we earned the right to play. We lost the physical battle out there, so I think we want to change that. We want to go on early. We're obviously here in Auckland. The ground here is absolutely amazing, so there's no excuses, so we're just looking forward to being out there and play.
For you personally, to play for a New Zealand professional team in Auckland, is that a special moment?
Yeah, it is a very special moment. I think close to home. Mum and Dad only have to drive 2 minutes around the corner to be here, so yeah, it is nice to have friends and family in the crowd and obviously play here in a nice stadium. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be home.
Put your other hat on as head of women's football, and Macy, even as a Phoenix player, what does it mean to have confirmation of second professional teams coming in 2 seasons' time?
Yeah, I think it's a huge step forward in the right direction for New Zealand football. I think in terms of opportunities for players and growing the game, I think it's an exciting time for young players. So yeah, I think it also drives I guess development of both clubs here in New Zealand. I think both clubs are going to have to drive standards and work harder to kind of challenge each other, which is always a good healthy competition. So yeah, I think more opportunities, more investment into women's sport is a good thing in my eyes.
Sort of make someone available for this Ferns tour coming up. Just can you explain sort of your reasoning there?
I think for me, just coming off the back of an injury, it was a very tough decision. You never want to kind of turn down a Ferns opportunity, but for me, just getting my body right, and I think in the long term, it's a smart decision. So obviously with the travel, the altitude, and obviously not playing a lot of minutes, I think it's right to get my body right first, and then hopefully in the long term, it will pay off.
Your teammates have got their first call up. So just on Macy in particular, would I be right in thinking this season with Phoenix, that would have been the first time you'd sort of been training with her since like 2019, right?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I think we worked out Macy was maybe 14 and just a little baby, and she came in then, and I knew she was a special talent. She's obviously so gifted on the ball. She's really likeable off the field, and she's a pleasure to watch on the field. So yeah, I can't wait to see what she does in that Fern shirt, and wish her all the best, and hopefully I'll get to pick up some minutes alongside her at some point.
Yeah, what do you notice the most about her as you sort of come back to see her again this season compared to perhaps where she was when you last played alongside her?
I think she's just hugely grown in confidence. I think, not just on the field, but off the field as well. I think everything around her, she looks, physically fit, she's mobile, she gets around the pitch nicely, and obviously she's got that technical skill that kind of separates her from a lot of players. So I think with all of that, she kind of is building into a nice player, and hopefully we see that long may continue and score some bangers throughout the season.
And just on her and Maya, who's obviously got sort of the late call up to the Ferns, those players you think can offer something, to that team, I guess maybe the next 12 months through the Olympics, but also with an eye to that next World Cup?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been saying that. We've been waiting for kind of the new generation to come over and kind of change the way we want to play as the Ferns, and I think young players like that getting the opportunity and building confidence and getting minutes, I think is only going to help the future of New Zealand football.
What do you sort of make of the challenge they'll pose tomorrow?
It'll be tough, very tough. They're a good side and obviously picked up some good results early on. So, in saying that, they have to travel, they have to come a far way, the longest journey. So it is going to be hard for them. Hopefully they're a little bit leggy and a little bit slower, and we can kind of capture them early. But it's going to be a tough challenge. There's obviously some familiar faces with some Ferns in the Phoenix and Perth squad. So it's going to be exciting for the crowd.